Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers of Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 31st of May 2017, and in this part what I want to do is give you a little bit of an update with respect to the water implementation and also a potential problem that means I'm going to need to do a little bit of planning. But before that, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me so much to think about. Now, I did get a comment about the next update, which is the one that's going to introduce Metro. And there's a part of me that would really like to be able to keep this series active, is probably the politer word, so that I can possibly build the metro system underneath this city and just try it out on a larger scale rather than have it drop into the beta test branch and have only a small city, because I kind of would like to try and connect a few things up. Now, as for the problems, well, if I come over here, you'll see that we're only in the 1st of June and the actual food supply is starting to run out. And therefore, if we're actually going to expand this economy, what we're going to have to do is plan some more or crop production. So you can see here that the meat silo is running low. And I think if we come over to here, this one is, for intents and purposes, empty. And I think this one is, as this one's already empty. We still got a reasonable amount in the being brought in by train, and this silo is still pretty full. So from a close perspective, we're going to be okay. But you can see here we're down to just about 1,600 tons in here. If I come up to the food production area, we've got, if I show you down here, we still got quite a lot of crops stored in this area. However, you can see that this one's empty and this one is empty as well. And you can see we've still got 7,000 tons here, but of course what's happening is the crops are being... Oh, we've lost a building. Why would we lose a building? Where are you then? Gonna rebuild that actually, guys. Can't really afford that to not be active. I think what I might need to do is build a fire station out here that uses helicopters, because the economy's got so big, because otherwise we would have lost everything on this side of the track, which would have cut. Oh, we've got enough of building on fire. What's that? Oh, come on, you're being nasty, game. When we've got fire station here, the fire crews are there. There we are. I think losing all this steel that we got piled up would have been a little bit of a major disaster. But we've got plenty of steel, mainly because my construction offices haven't been doing very much. The reason the game's running on normal is the fact that I'm getting quite a lot of lag now due to the effect of the water. Just to kind of finally highlight the situation is that if I'm going to get these chemical factories up and running, producing the chemicals to produce the electronics, and of course more importantly supply our water maintenance system, what I'm going to need to do is get more crop production in. And at the moment we've got enough there to be going on with, but so what I want to do is plan some farms that may actually help with the situation. I'm kind of half thinking about a small farm here because we got a fairly flat territory, so we could put a small farm in this area. I mean, we'd have to kind of supply everything by road, but what I really want for future expansion is a bigger farm. So what I'm considering is up here, because what we've got is it's over here actually, is this area here, because this is nice and flat. And over here we've got the basis for nuclear town, which is going to supply the workers to our nuclear power station here. So we'll have a farm here. Then of course what I do want is to be able to get the buildings in here. We could as well. There's potential for another big farm over here, but of course, one thing I do want out here is we got our bauxite mines here. So the one resource we're not producing at the moment is bauxite. So that's something else that I need to get in position. I think there's actually one of the 7 crosses out here, actually, isn't there? Or are they out on the island? I can't remember where they are now. So we've got a nice big island here to get some farms in. And one thing I do need, because we can't plan the bauxite plants out here unless I put in a small construction office, because I can't do any leveling out here. And what we're going to do is just put in a tiny little, do the usual thing, just go there. Now every time I place a building I get quite a long pause. There's nothing I can do about it. It's almost like the game library has reached a limit. So going to find that, get that built, because I want to get back into building everything manually again. We got that there, and so, and I think I'm just going to pause the game while I plan this farm, because I'm still not 100% comfortable. Oh, sorry, before we get into this, the other thing I'm also considering is possibly experimenting with private cars. The problem we've got is, if I show you the, get small parking lots in, say into here, we could probably squeeze in some small parking lots. We've got a car dealer, mediums, so what I'm hoping is to get some parking lots built in here as well. We got kind of some really big ones as well. The problem is the distance from the workforce. So what I'm not sure at the moment is where I'm actually, which towns I'm going to add cars to. So any opinions on that, feel free to chuck it in the comments. What do you think? It'd be worth putting it into something like Stilton so that we could get more workers out to here, or maybe in Colville, because they've got a bit more of a diversified industry round here. So that's another option that I want to consider. Anyway, back to what I was doing is, where is it? Here. What I would like to do is put the farm in here, and then put the rail round here. We're going to put a rail line in to pick up the crops. I don't want to squeeze this area because I've got not too sure at the moment how much of a workforce we're going to need for the nuclear power plant. Plus we've still got all this lot to build. I think it's, I'm not sure why that's, oh, that's not electrified. We need to build into here down to this station to get the workforce into here. Although I am still thinking about continuing to bus some workforce into this area here. But we really need to get all this set up and functioning so that we're, well, things will work is probably the polite way of saying it. What I will do is I'm going to put a large farm in here, which means that we are talking 6 or 7 medium fields, between 18 and 21 large fields. I think that's the structure. Yeah, if you've got 6 tractors, normally a tractor can, or harvester can do 3 large fields and 1 medium field if the farm's set up properly. So if we go for 7 tractors, 7 harvesters, the problem is the distance and the size. So what we'll do is, I think we'll start with, I think if I can get a large field here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little bit. 5. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop you down again. 6. what I would like is a main road through here as well, joining this road to some kind of road in here. So, so if we can then put a might have messed this up a little bit. I think we'll try and put in the road bridge here first. It's right. Nope. No, it's not going to work. I think it might be too high now. Problem is we're coming in at an angle here, so we may have to kind of come up in a curve and come across the track straight, which is a little bit unfortunate. Don't want a beam bridge. Maybe if we try a beam bridge, it might be a little bit better. It's just quite a long run up to it. And if we could get it to come down fairly quickly. It's gonna have to kind of come in like that. Not ideal because it's got a slight kink in it, but and we'll just hook you up there, and then we'll just run and if I run you kind of like that, run you a little bit further down. I mean, this is more of a crossroad rather than an expressway. Run in like that. Gonna probably need to come out that way a little bit. That means you can hook to there, hook to there, there, up to there. We'll just accept that. Probably trim this bit back. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're looking at is the farm somewhere in this area. So we run a road up. Try and do it. Accept you. Now we need 7 medium fields. We've got a little bit of space here, but we could probably put a large field in here, couldn't we? With a little bit of overlap. Just consider that. Yeah, because we got that. Got a large field just in here like that. And then we'll put. And somebody actually asked me, I think posted a comment, not on the last video, but another one, and said, why the medium fields? And the reason for that is that a normal tractor can plow a medium field and a large field. So if you plan a number of medium fields that is equivalent to the number of tractors that you intend to use, what you can do is get a medium field and a large field sown without the tractor having to go back or having to go back to pick up more fuel. Although with this farm, I've got a feeling that we're probably going to have to put out some, how can you say, some actual fuel depots. I think if we come up 3 like that. I know I'm slightly at a little bit of a, and then we could put in say 1 there. That gives me 5. We could my instinct is to kind of put a ring round these. So if we come off, yeah, come that way, put a road there, and then another road back there. Then we'll put in a large farm. Where is it? Small farm, medium farm. Actually, that would work. No, we want it this way round. So I want to bring the rail track in from above. So if we put you, wait while it does the stuff. Oh, that was a long wait. And then what we want is a silo. Now, a really big farm can produce 6,000 to 7,000 tons of crops per year. So what we're looking at from the point of view of storage is something up in the same area. So what we got here, this is 5,400. I think this is the one we've used in the past. This is 8,000. So this one doesn't have a rail connection, but we could use that to our advantage. No, we can't. That's 11,000. That's 3,200. That's 5,600. This one. Oh, this is the one with the rail connection. So we put you in. It's actually quite nice because it's got a double rail connection as well. And we'll just have to wait again while the game does the update. There is. We've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm kind of see. Let me just accept the road here. Just accept that road there. I'm just wondering about whether we can. It'd be better to have a large field in here, or some small, the remaining small fields in here. My instinct is to take advantage of the space to put in the large field here. Put you in just there. Which I think what we now the thank you game. Stop. Thank you. I think we're go. Actually, I could put in. Can I get us the next medium field just on this corner, like that? Then we can take this road out like that. Bring you through like that. You can hook there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So where can I think I could probably slip the. Actually, let me just trim off this bit of road here. And can I get another big field in here? Will it? That comes back to about there. So if I put in a big field there, now the track's going to be curving round over the top of the farm. So we could probably put the 7th medium field in about there. We'll put a road around the farm itself. Of course, this silo, if I want to pick up manually, I need a road come in there and there, and we'll put nearly made a mistake there. So at the moment we've got 7 medium, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 large. So we've still got to find some way to get. Certainly don't want you picking up with mud roads. I'm happy with that. The rail track is going to go around the top. I think what we can do now is come this way with large fields. We put 2 large fields this way. That would be quite... If we come out 2 large fields that way, and then I can put another large field just there. So again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Probably get... Just tilt you a little bit. 14. Even the fields now are starting to get a bit sticky. Could probably get another, and then probably put in, how close are we getting to nuclear town? We still got quite a lot of space out this way. If I put in another field there, possibly another field there, one more that way, and then possibly 1, 2 that way, and then we can run this road through. Oh yeah, that little glitch there is due to the lag that's building up. What happens sometimes is when you're doing roads, the game kind of gets a little bit upset, and kind of, I don't think I really want to connect the road into there just yet, and we'll just come up here, wait for it to blade lower, connect you up to there, you up to there. Again, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. When it's a really big we know the track's going to come out to there. So what I could do is, we need to bring this road out this way. I think we're just bring you out and hook you into there. And I think I'm just going to put some more large fields here. There we go. 1, 2 more there. You can come through to there. My instinct is, actually, let's just cancel this around here, and we can cancel that for them. Cancel that for the moment. Actually, what we'll do is we'll kind of put you there just for completeness. You can come out a little bit further that way. And then you can run. I think we can just leave an end road there and put you there. I know the farm's not exactly central. It should really be more in this area, but the problem is the rail track, which I want to be on the edge, but I think we've got the coverage there. So, and if push comes to shove, what I can do is put another farm down here, and then what we'll do is up the rail track here. Now we've got that up there. We've got this junction coming in from over here. So what we're looking to do is run. Actually, if we run something straight like that. Whoops. Game, you are annoying me. Now, I don't need that much in the way of a complicated junction here, because we know that the output of this farm is going to go in this direction to either deliver crops to here or more likely to the chemical plant. So what we need is to just come out like that. On it. I don't know, we're far enough away, so there's a nice little gap there, so we'll be okay. We want to be able to have multiple trains, so you can come here into there. I think we'll put. I'll put the crossover. It'd be nice to get it on this curve, but I know from experience you may get a long train, so I think we'll put the crossover here. That leaves enough space for a train to queue here and a train to come into there. Now the next thing we're going to need to do is create a split. Actually, we may want to come up here to provide a connection. So if I actually, yeah, I think if we run, actually, I want to measure something. I'm going to put a large field in just so that, actually I'm going to put two large fields in. Whether they're actually going to be integrated into the farm is not particularly that important. I just want to know that I can put fields in here because I can redo these. These are more placements for so that we can run the railway track round the back here like this, and kind of run you in like that. Just run you. Basically, what we're going to do is cross the T here. Oh, game, you are annoying me. What that will do is allow us to take the track up in that direction, because what I'll most likely do, this will be the town we're going to use to possibly support, I don't know, it's got over here. No, we could probably just make a small town out here, just for, because it's one of the 7 crosses. Well, yeah, got a fairly extravagant junction here. So let's come in here. Oops. and then you can come off here and connect into there. We'll just accept that. We got the rail connection. We got the what we call it there. Actually, I think I might. We got to leave space here for power lines and possibly auxiliary fuel depot. So we may need to put an auxiliary fuel depot here. Now we do have power lines that we can bring up from here. I'll let the game run a little bit while we got power line connection there coming up here. Can't remember how many. So long since I've looked at this. So we got potential power takeoff from here and splitter, and of course that will be fueled from the nuclear power station, which I haven't connected yet. So I think if we put this here and then run you into there, means we can run other power cables off that way. I think this is just a local supply, so which at the moment is supplied from this direction. So what we need coming, in fact, there's potential here that what I could do is reverse the power flow here. So what we need to do is put in, I won't probably go the, I think if we go the full, again, we'll just kind of come out like that, and then you can come in there like that. So we'll just accept those power cables. I mean, we don't need to build them just yet, because until the power station's up and running, can't do that. I just wonder if there's a way to get power in from this side of the map. I don't think there will be, because we'd have to run a power line probably up here. So we got power output here. I don't think I've really got got a power splitter here, but I'd have to kind of curve round. Now I think what we'll do is we'll use the power. This is a power distribution to begin with. I mean, I think I need to think about this, although I do need to be a little bit serious about this, because if we're going to bring options for power into this way, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to put a second, what we call it in here, power substation, power transformer. Put another one just here, a bit that way round, and then we'll hook up Sept you. Now these I do want built, so you there to there. What we'll do then is put in a 18 megawatt power line there. So what that will mean is that, well, I'll put it in actually, is that because we got this power line here, but my instinct is the this the full 18, yeah, this 18, just to kind of bring this round here, and that will connect to there. So once the power station is working, what we could possibly do is remove this connection. So what we'll have is a power line feeding into this substation in here somewhere, or this one actually, because this is the one that's connected, which is in turn connected to this one. So the power will feed that way, and then we'll get this one where the power will run up to this way. Yeah, I think that will make sense. Train has been waiting too long. Doesn't surprise me. I've got a little bit of a problem over here because of the track layout. Which way are you going? Have a quick look at the track layout here. Let's put some that got you going. Yeah. The problem is over here. I think I need to split that because there's probably a train out here somewhere laying track or something that's causing a problem. Or there should be a train out here laying track somewhere. Yeah, we got this one here. So I think they were kind of blocking each other, because the problem is I've got them one working on trying to get this connection finished, and I've got one trying to get all this line built so that we can get the connection to them. In fact, I think he's working on this bridge connection. Actually, there's another thought. I think we'll get the helicopter crews working on this one as well, because what that will do is give me a road bridge connection to the border. Not that I really need it, I just wanted it in there as an option should we want to export from, say, this area. Not that I'm envisaging exporting anything. So let's just get back to our new farm. Let me just start getting the helicopter crews working on this bridge in. I think that's going to be the important thing to do. Get that done. Right, back to what I was thinking about. Eventually we're going to have roads over here, so and we're going to need to have a power distribution in this area. So what I'm considering is we can have a power distribution center here. Now these could be a little bit, and possibly another one, say about here. We've got our town in here. Thank you, Gabe. And if we put another one, I think if I put it about there, actually, let me just plan two more large fields here. One more large field, sorry. Put a large field in there. Just get you round a little bit. And then we can extend the road out. You back a bit. And you're not gravel, asphalt. And we'll push you through like that. Accept you. And I think we're going to put you an angle here, so that if I want to run a power line up through here, it won't be heading straight towards the field. So I'll put you about there. You can. Okay, I need to. We back a smidge. Extend it again this way. That puts a junction in there. Then we can just hook you into there. Now I'm not expecting to put, oh well, though we might want to run power out that way. In fact, we might need multiple power lines out here. So we will go the whole 18 megawatts from here. And what we got to do now is get the power into here. My instinct is, but I mean, technically we don't need that much power here. But I think what we'll do is we'll put you there, put a little mud road in there. I think just to make life simple. Okay, against me forgetting. This bill as well. Apologies, guys. I'm in a bit of a coughing fit. Again, I think we'll need the. Now we're on the 17th of June. I think it'd be a little bit wishful thinking that we can get all this up and running by March next year, but I think I'd like to give it a little bit of a go. So kind of start to try and fill in some of this infrastructure. And wow, I'm not convinced that we'll be able to harvest all these fields. We've got electricity problems. A bit worried about that. We'll just come over to here, have a look and see what's going on over here. I'm a little bit paranoid about the power. Yeah, this one's overloaded. Probably come in here. Yeah, this is running at 123%. Can I put in, because I'm not sure if I got enough power connections here now. To just use the new overlay. We've got a substation there. We've got two substations side by side here. This one's, so they're both you're at 115, you're 123. That's a pumping station. So let me just check. We got substation quite literally just in this corner here. This is 102%. I'm not sure I've actually got a power takeoff from here. I think I've used them all up. Yeah, it looks like I have. Okay, oh no, we got 1, 2 here. Have another look. We got one out here. That's at 47%. I'm kind of a bit inclined. If I could get, we've got 1, 2 there. I think maybe if we can get another one just in here, that might help split the load a little bit. So if we put one in there, and just put a sneaky little mud road in there, and we can not going to get over through that. Oops, cancel. Not that happy with that. You and just peek over there, peek into there. We'll just accept you. We got our construction office up here. I doubt very much if he's doing very much. Nope, because there's no real work over here. So you can work on that. I'm quite surprised actually that our actual happiness is there, but Mind you, we are playing on slow, and we're still getting some escapees, births and deaths. I still get a feeling that we got a bit of leakage somewhere. Somewhere somebody is not 100% happy, because we've still got escapees. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to go round and see if we can see any problems with happiness or food or power. Actually, let's do it the other way. I think sometimes it's you've got 76%, 81%. You've got 76%. So generally, everybody in Stilton is okay. Let's go up to here. Actually, just that on. Irontown. Got a few people out here that are not. We've got food issues, job, tavern. So generally you're okay. I suppose in some ways I shouldn't be too paranoid, but 71, 72%, 66%. Right, so it looks like we got a bit of a food issue here. It's almost like well, why can't you get food? Interesting. So let me just come down to Colville. Maybe it's just a general problem. 71%, 72%, 68%. Yeah, electronics. Again, it's probably to do with the overall electronics supply. Maybe I just need to let things work through the system. I'm not. There's 80%, 73. Of course, we had these guys here who had a problem with water. Maybe these just need to kind of get a little bit happier, because that's probably the lowest one I've seen so far. But if you watch the previous video, be aware that this is one area where I didn't actually connect up all the water. I had a little bit of a blind spot there. 81%, 83%, 85%, 82%. So it looks like Ollerton is happy. Maybe the bad water over here is... No, these guys, despite having poor water quality, are still kind of hanging in there. Maybe it's just still the consequences, because we're only a couple of months on the water implementation. And actually, I've just remembered something I want to show you guys. So much to do, so much to look at. Hey, I don't want you in there. Go away. You're not allowed in there just at the moment, because there's no water supply there. We need to knock this down and start getting this built now. So, because this will now have the water connections. And the sewage connections. So, well, I could probably do the water connection if I we're probably going to need a splitter actually for the tower. So we'd have to put in a water switch. Probably about there. What's the water supply to this? Is 34 cubic meters. Add on a little bit of extra for luck. I think we could probably get in with a medium supply there. So we'll need a large supply. You're gonna have to come into here, get those water connections, and we'll have to just get over to, which one is it? These guys should be the ones. They probably haven't got a lot of work to do. We will get to what I want to show you guys. I'm just getting a little bit distracted. I don't think that one's connected. A bit worried about. Nope. Yeah, meant to into there, get accepted. That should be the connection to there to there. Of course, I didn't do the footpath actually, so we need to put the footpaths there. It's just that it's actually not mud. So, right. Step number 2. Come here. Above, so I can actually find the construction office. Back to here. Right. So it's actually detected that. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a problem here. Is this actually connected? I'm just wondering if that's actually got a footpath on it. No, it hasn't. What should happen now is that bit there should get connected as well. Right, at long last, I want to just show you, because we got a bus route up here. But what I've done is I've actually put in a large bus end station here. So what I would like to do is book you. Now, which one of these terminals is... This is the bus train station. So what I'd like to do is, I think, yeah, that's the train station. I will make a proper bus station out, and then what I'll do is add you to there. Save that. And what that will mean is that if this route gets a little bit congested, I can then, what I can do then is the buses can go into there. Because I've noticed occasionally that some of these buses are kind of all backing up on each other. So we got that there. What I do need is a gas supply into there. I can't remember where my gas tankers are. Oh, there they are. Okay. Let's get over to here. Ooh, we're nearly full up. We may need another distribution office, but there's no point running this if it's not full of fuel, because otherwise all the buses will do is just go out. The idea is the buses will come into here and keep fueled up all the time. I suppose in some ways the buses dropping off here isn't that big a problem, because technically if they drop into here they will go out this way and to get to the chemical plant. Just to finish off, we're now going to demolish this one. It's so painful. And we'll just take out this road. Get rid of that path there. We're just going to fossil fuels. Yeah, chemical plant. It's this one we've got to put in. Yep. Can I just tilt that round a little bit so that it goes green? Wait while it pauses. Wow. So we've now got that connection there. We've got that connection there. We can put in you to there and accept you. Put in the footpath there and accept you. So we've got that connection, that connection. The only thing we need to do now is the pipe connection underneath, I think. You out there. Hook you to there. Framework. Get the helicopter cruise on that so I don't forget it. And then hopefully our illustrious crews over here should pick up everything that, yep. And they should auto build this and get all that built in. And of course that just leaves now I could probably plan in the water supply while we're here. We have to kind of count by here, there, save a little bit. Now the sanitation is going to be a little bit more tricky, because what we're going to have to do is run a pipe all the way out to here. So what we're going to need is a not sewage pickup point here. The problem is we're going to have to look at the height. So just come in here. Yes, you're 7.25. That above ground or below ground? That's wrong. I'm sure some of you guys noticed the deliberate mistake. It's a bit better, isn't it? That's hooked it. I think that's hooked up, isn't it? I'm still not convinced. Oh, it's just the shadow. Okay. It's back to here. Back to what we were doing with measuring the heights. So this is 6.5. This is 6.7. So we're looking at a sump. This is 6.7. This is 7.5. I'm looking for something that's too high. 6.9. I think down here it's gaining height. So it just ideally what I'd like to do is possibly kind of create a little bit of a dippy thing here. Let me just see, so that should be, this is 4.8. Yep. So what we can do now is put a, what am I doing? Sorry, I'm putting the wrong connection in. This is 5.87. Let me just come under here. Yeah, sorry. What we need is this here. We need a large sewage pipe. There. Needs a proper slope. Okay, what? That's all. We're gonna have to come from here. Get you up to there. Right, you can come there. needs a proper slope. I just love this game. Well, that hook to there to there. So we got sewage outfall to there, and then what I have to do is run all the way. You just remove you. Yep. And then you're gonna have to kind of run around the corner there to there. So what that is going to do is give us the sewage outfalls for that. So we'll just accept that. From there, and we'll just in the that can come from there. Oops, that's not connected. And so we've actually got the sewage connections to here now. And again, I think we'll get the helicopter crews. Actually, no. It should get detected by our friends over here. So we're just come here, just check you. You picked up. Oh, I've got technical services. Teach me, won't it? We'll just hook you up back over to here. Underground. What I need is for you, probably where it would tell me. And that will build it. Right, we have a bit of a problem here. It says no road construction. I doubt very much. Oh, we'll get the helicopter crews to build that connection there. So I better stop now. This video is going to go way too long. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will just keep trying to put things together, do a little bit of mixture of design and optimization. Also, I would definitely like to start thinking a little bit about the car production here. Now, if any of you got suggestions for what would be the ideal town to put in personal cars, feel free to chuck it in the comments. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.